Well, hey now, everybody. It's the Rob from Kiss 106 and 103gbfrocks.com. Alongside my tag team partner in podcasting, the 60-minute man, Jerry Valeri. Good morning. Well, good afternoon, Jer.
Good afternoon now. You better give me a better introduction than that. Come on, Greg Hamilton. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Oh, do it again.
Introducing my tag team partner in podcasting, the best in the world, Jerry Valeri.
Do it again.
So we're a little bit later today. We both had crazy busy schedules, but I'm happy we're able to bring you an episode today to wrap up WrestleMania week.
And I was the 60-minute man today to benefit the YMCA of Center County. I got on an elliptical after my show today for 60 minutes, and holy cow, that was not as easy as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that used to be my workout until my back started getting real bad. I have an elliptical in my house, and I would just do it for an hour.
Yeah, it's good. My problem is I had 2 workouts yesterday, and I still have one tonight, and so I wanted to die halfway through it.
God, I don't know how you do it.
Well, they're different kind of workouts. Like that's on an elliptical, and then yesterday I did I had sparring, and then after sparring I had lifting.
See,
and so it's just
this is the stuff I need to hear, because everyone's telling me you're never going to have a moment to yourself ever again. Everyone's like, you're never going to play another video game ever again. And I'm glad to hear that at least you're finding time to, if nothing else, work out twice a day.
Well, they're right. They're right and they're wrong. They're right and they're wrong. First of all, if you and Brittany are the teammates that I know you are, you'll be able to help each other and tag in and out when you need to, and give yourself a little bit of time. You won't feel like you have any time for yourself for a while, because babies are tough, and that's just how it is. And when they go to sleep, you're going to want to go to sleep, because goddamn, pal, you're going to be tired. But then they get a little bit older. My kids are 8 and 11, and I have plenty of time to myself right now. So you're going to be good.
What age do you think where it's kind of you start to get your life back a little bit?
When they when they begin being able to do things for themselves, when you can trust them with some responsibilities, and you can trust them to be in a room without you, without breaking everything. It also helps that they're at school until 3:30. I get off of work at noon, some days 1, and then I have time to go work out, do whatever I want. I can take a nap,
Sure. Okay, that's encouraging, I guess.
Once in the long career of them being at school, I had sex with my wife during the afternoon once. That was okay. That was fun.
Once.
Just once. That's once, pal.
Oh, man. Afternoon weekday? Oh, I can remember.
The baby's not here yet, pal. I mean, you still have time to slip one in.
Oh, dude, I wish. It's not a time thing. It's a I don't feel sexy thing. Well, I don't care. I like what's happening to your boobs.
Well, yeah. Kelly tried that once. Like, I don't feel sexy. And I'd take my shirt off and be like, I never did, you idiot.
I'll try that.
Get on your back.
I'm tired of taking a baseball bat to a ribeye steak or whatever. I still can't do it the way you can do it.
This is it. I'm sick of doing one of those strongman sledgehammer routines to a chicken thigh.
I'm sick of that, like Lars Sullivan to Kurt Angle on a whatever.
Or to the Hardy Boys.
You want to talk about SmackDown? Because I thought SmackDown was a big turd.
Here's what my problem was with SmackDown. Is SmackDown didn't feel like the SmackDown after Mania. SmackDown felt like the Superstar shakeup. I feel like those were the only surprises that they packed for us on the SmackDown. Like, there were no real call-ups, because they'd already called up so many people that they don't know what to do with them. So they would just bring dudes over from shows from Raw.
Dude, I thought it was a huge wasted opportunity for a few reasons. Number one, it was like the exciting things that happened on SmackDown would have only been exciting if you didn't see Raw. Like, okay, here's Lars Sullivan for the first time, except for we just saw him yesterday. Yeah. And then Kofi Kingston is delivering his, I'll just call it acceptance speech, when we just saw it yesterday.
We saw it yesterday, but we got the pancakes on the posts and the rainbow balloons this time.
Well, gee willikers, Jared, you don't say. I don't know. I thought there was nothing in the ring that spoke to me at all. I thought it was a big mess, a wasted opportunity that would only be exciting if you didn't see Raw.
Well, I agree with that. And I also think like Kofi Kingston is as hot as anybody right now, and it's Kofi Mania, and people are losing their minds. So let's have them feud with the Bar, the same team that they've been feuding with before he was this hot. Like this, give the man something else to work with.
Yeah, and what did we see? A tag team main event on Raw featuring Seth Rollins and Kofi versus the Bar, and now it's just, it was just the same thing. It was Drew McIntyre, but it's not like they furthered the story between Drew and Kofi. No, it furthered the story.
In fact, I wanted some clarification from you, possibly. I feel like I missed something because at one point they came back from commercial and you just never saw Drew again.
I gotta be honest with you, I didn't even pick up on that.
What happened to him?
I feel like if something, like if an injury or something happened, we would be aware of it by now.
Yeah, I just think they didn't want him to take the loss, so he just kind of slipped away.
Maybe. I don't exactly. This is wrestling. I feel like last night's episode especially felt like, hey, we've got plans, but those plans are after the shakeup, so wait till next week. But then it's like, okay, the shakeup is next week. You see the New Day all over Raw. You see Drew McIntyre all over SmackDown. You see all the NXT guys on both. It's like, what's next week if the guys already are on every show anyway?
They're already shaking it up like crazy. And House, you're going to do the Superstar shakeup. Maybe that's when you have Braun Strowman come out and take on Samoa Joe. This is a match that I'm into, but I feel like you've already Superstar shaken.
Or yeah, it's like
if you're going to do anything from Raw again, where the hell is the Raptor chicken in the box?
No, he was there.
I missed him.
No, he was there. And by the way, I agree with you. Once you pointed it out to me, for different reasons, I do get a Bray Wyatt vibe. You know what it was for me?
What?
They did like that little run thing at the end when and it like quickly flashes, just like it was run or whatever.
Yeah.
The Raptor does that.
It's like, pat,
yeah, but it's not, it doesn't say run. So I do think it's somehow related to Bray. And then, so yeah, you got
a Raptor chicken.
You got that's the same as the night before. And then, Jer, get a load of this. Lacey Evans finally does something. She hits Becky Lynch, which again was exciting on Monday and was extremely stale on Tuesday.
I thought, here's a cool thing they're doing. Wow. This is the problem when I don't just sit and accept it and I start booking in my head while they're going. I always end up disappointed. Becky Lynch comes out and says she's going to, Becky Two Belts is going to take on all comers and she's going to defend on both shows. And that means she's got two targets on her back. And so I thought someone other than Lacey Evans was coming out and Becky's going to have two feuds at once. Like she's going to have to fight for her life on both shows. And that at least is an interesting way to have her defending both belts before what I think will be an inevitable unification. But instead you have Lacey Evans on both shows. And you're right, Rob, and Becky on both shows, and Lars on both shows, and Braun on both shows, and the NXT guys still with NXT logos under their names on both shows. Where the hell?
But Jared, guess what? Next week, we're going to see guys from both shows on both shows. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is... That's my point, pal.
Tune in next week. WWE Superstar Shakeup. All the dudes on both shows. But first, tonight, we have dudes from both shows on both shows.
I mean, next week, we could see Seth Rollins team up with Kofi Kingston.
We could see Lars Lars Sullivan could show up on Raw and SmackDown.
It's just like, that's why I said this was a big waste.
This is all Corey Graves' fault.
Why is that?
He started it all. Like, we've got this brand split, and he's on Raw and SmackDown, and there's no brand split.
Listen, but you know what? At the same time, I also don't want to damn this because I want the brand split to go away.
Well, I enjoy that too. I like what they're doing, and you see how exciting it can be, WWE, when you utilize the entire roster and you don't know which show anybody's showing up on. That's super cool. But then don't promote the superstar shakeup like you're going to be drafting people and signing people to different brands when they're all over the place anyways. Yeah. Don't do that. It makes very little sense to me. Also, F you, WWE. The SmackDown and Raw after Mania is supposed to be call-ups and real big surprises. And SmackDown had none of them.
Raw had a handful.
And you had a title change, but I'm convinced they only changed the title so the Usos can go over to Raw next week.
But then I really wish they would have, utilized the Hardys at WrestleMania, who also weren't there, and maybe they could have won on Sunday.
Yeah, but you know who was there at Mania on Sunday? Luke Harper. Way to bring him back, guys. That was really.
I forgot all about that. You're absolutely right.
Way to do that. I mean, like, you took the Bludgeon Brothers, which you and I both thought was going to be a tanking pile of turd. And guess what, WWE? Congratulations. You took a weird gimmick and you got it over. And they were monsters. Monsters. When their music hit and they came out, people took them seriously. People liked it.
Tell them, Jer.
They get hurt. They get healthy at the same time. And so you bring Rowan back to be a silent sidekick wearing different heavy metal shirts every week with Daniel Bryan. And then Luke Harper just shows up out of nowhere to have a quick stare down during the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. And that's that. And no more Bludgeon Brothers. You took all that time to build it. It didn't fail, and you killed it anyways.
It's just so strange.
I don't understand it. This is the brass ring stuff they're talking about. They gave him a terrible gimmick and they made it effing work, and they took it away anyways. What the? I just too. I want to blame Vince, but it can't all be Vince.
Well, you can blame him in the extent that everything goes through him. I just too. What else?
So I didn't hate SmackDown as much as it sounds like I hated it. I watched it and I enjoyed stuff, but I enjoyed it like I enjoy a random Raw in the middle of November after Survivor Series. Like, I don't. Yeah. This doesn't feel like the end of Mania season.
Let me expand on that. So not only are expectations a little higher because it's the SmackDown after Mania, but again, when you keep in mind that it's just 22 hours after Raw, it was a real wasted opportunity. It should have been so much better and could have been so much better, I think. Did we even see Daniel Bryan last night?
No.
We haven't seen him all week. Haven't seen AJ all week. I know he's hurt.
But you had a surprise appearance by Sami Zayn.
Oh, again, same thing as Raw, man. It's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is what it was like. I don't know if you're aware of this, but like, they used to on like Saturday, I think mornings, they'd have like a 1 hour version of Raw on like the Spanish channel.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, but it was a rerun, but it was like a 1 or 2 hour rerun of the show. It was stuff that was already on, and that's what it felt like. It just felt like a cut down, like the Hulu version of Raw. Michael, get that?
He always lose a bunch of matches.
Yeah, something, because I guess I don't know why in the world Hulu is a streaming service. Why can't they keep the whole show on there?
I don't know. Why can't they get so? I had Hulu for a while, and I got so annoyed because there were some shows that I wanted to watch, and they're like, "Oh, you can't stream that on your television. You have to stream it on a computer."
You're
like,
kidding
what?
me.
I'm not kidding you. They had restrictions. Certain shows some shows couldn't be watched on a mobile device. They had to be watched on a television.
I didn't know that.
I just got rid of the service. I got annoyed. I'm like, I'm in an airport, and if I can't watch The Office, then you can suck it.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing. Who's booking Hulu, Vince?
I don't know, but thanks for bringing Sami Zayn. It was really nice to see him 2 nights in a row.
Again, save some of this for the second night.
Weird moment with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Why'd they even... I am such a Kevin Owens fan. Rob, why'd they even bring him back? Why did they bring him back?
Well,
we
do know why they brought him back, because he was supposed to be in Kofi Kingston's spot.
Yeah, but when they brought him back, they knew he wasn't going to be anymore, so they just don't bring him back.
No, he was back before that, I believe. So they brought him back with the intention of having him fight for the championship at Mania, and that wound up getting backburnered because of Kofi Mania, which was probably a good choice. That was this became special.
KO Mania turned into Kofi Mania.
I was real excited for the KO Mania, what was it, 4 shirt?
Me too.
Which didn't wind up happening, I guess. We didn't even see the guy.
5 could be amazing.
Steve wants to know if you have any speculation on who the team Paige will bring is. I don't think it's going to be anything exciting. It's
not the Brooklyn Bells, that's for sure.
Yeah, we speak your name, Brooklyn Bells, Kirsten and Merston, or whatever your names were.
So I'm tempted to say it's the 2 dingbats that hang out with Shayna Baszler.
Oh, no. Only one dingbat hangs out with Shayna. That's okay. You're saying Shayna. I'm thinking Sonya Deville. You're talking about the horsewomen.
Yeah, but they wouldn't come up without Shayna Baszler, and they would be more with a Ronda angle.
Guys, I think you're all getting too excited, in my opinion. You're giving them too much credit.
You think even looking like it wouldn't even be like Bianca Belair? Oh, you know who it's going to be? I've got a pick. Ready?
Sure.
The Sky Pirates.
What?
The Sky Pirates. Those hot little Chinese chicks that wear pirate gear.
There's only one. There's only one. That's just Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane, but then the other Chinese girl that was in the match with her on Saturday night, they're Sky Pirates. The 2 of them.
Guys,
I'm not wrong on this.
You're giving them too much credit.
Hold on, I'm typing it in.
No. Okay, even if there's 2 Sky Pirates, you're giving them too much. It's going to be like, say, here we go. The Iconics taking on SmackDown's newest acquisition, the Riot Squad.
No, don't say that.
Guys.
It's got to be the Sky Pirates.
Guys, you're giving them too much credit.
Yeah, here we go. And they're not Chinese. That was offensive. Sorry. Kairi Sane and Io Shirai.
Oh, yeah. They're Japanese, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you were just being insensitive.
I wasn't being insensitive. I just thought they were Chinese.
Because so many great wrestlers have come from China?
I mean, China's a country.
Oh, yeah. I love watching New China Pro Wrestling and All China Pro Wrestling. How did
they can come from all over the world, pal. Now you're being racist.
No, I'm just saying that there's a huge hotbed of wrestling in Japan.
I know, but I have neighbors that are from China.
Okay, but are they pro wrestlers?
But they could be if they wanted to be. Actually, they couldn't be if they wanted to be in China. You're not allowed to be much. That's why they're here.
That's why it was a weird choice, but I wasn't going to call you out on it because it could have been mistaken as offensive.
Hashtag, I wasn't actually trying to be racist there. I just picked China, Japan, Japanese. That makes more sense.
Yeah. You know.
I like I love the Tokyo Dome in Beijing.
It would have been 6 stars in the Beijing Dome.
In the Beijing Dome.
The China Dome.
Yeah, so that's who she's bringing up. She's bringing up the Sky Pirates.
No.
You don't think it'll even be an NXT call-up?
I don't. No, I think it's going to be way less exciting than that. Any ideas, Steve? Do you have an idea? Feel free to shoot me a message.
Yeah, I mean, it's your question.
Yeah, I mean, are we off here? Do you have a hot take? I even think Lita and Trish is more likely than the Sky Pirates.
Paige could be like, I brought the tag team that I prefer the most. Kofi Kingston and Brad Maddox or whatever that guy's name. They tag teamed her pretty good.
Kofi, that was Xavier Woods, pal.
Oh, Xavier Woods.
I was confused at first. And I'm like, why Kofi and Brad?
Kofi Mania.
Boy, you are being unintentionally racist all over the podcast today. Why are you doing this?
I'm not doing it on purpose.
Do you have an agenda?
Right, hold on. Let me. I meant to say Xavier Woods.
I don't even know what Steve's talking about. Rhea Ripley and her partner whose name escapes him.
Who's that?
I don't even. Guys, I think you're giving them too much credit.
Here, I want everyone that's watching right now to realize that you guys encourage me in this crap. And then every like 2 weeks, we get all fired up about something, and now I'm yelling about the Sky Pirates. And next week on the podcast, I'm going to have to apologize, and Rob's going to go, guys, I told you. You got too excited. He does it every time, every couple weeks. We have to apologize while Rob goes, fellas, I told you. I've been telling you for weeks.
I'm waiting for the Dean Ambrose apology. I can't wait.
He's leaving, though.
It might take a while, but I'm going to get it.
But you don't get it if he shows up at AEW.
No, I disagree. I think if he has like a 3-year run in AEW or whatever, I still think even if he shows up in AEW, it's some sort of work
then. And then he was really leaving.
It will all make sense at some point.
Happy birthday, Juice Robinson, by the way.
I don't know. I think we covered everything. What an episode.
Happy birthday, Paul Bearer.
I think Paul Bearer could be part of the mystery tag team.
Yesterday's birthday was Bianca Belair.
Part of the tag team.
She could.
I think the Bellas are more likely than the people you guys have talked about.
Sky Pirates. And when the Sky Pirates show up, I want an apology from you. I told you. Get excited about this stuff.
Okay. If it's the Sky Pirates, I owe Jerry an apology.
It's going to end up being like Vicky Guerrero.
But when you find out it's way less exciting than the Sky Pirates, you owe me one.
Paige is like, I brought my 2 favorites. I brought my anal beads and I brought my rabbit.
All right. I'm going to play the music unless you have anything else this morning or this afternoon.
No, I'm afraid if I keep talking, I'm going to end up getting an invitation to join the KKK. I wasn't trying to be racist today. I'm so sorry.
It just, with Jerry, it just kind of happens. Listen, for myself, my tag team partner, the greatest in the world, proving it again, Jerry Valeri. We're going to catch you guys on Tuesday, which will also be the same day you see the Iconics take on Natalya and Beth Phoenix.
Paul Bearer and Harley Race.